Hi, I'm Kelsey. This is Third Eye Roll, and I'm doing a quick little collective for love. This is love specific. I've had a lot of clients come back and tell me that some reconciliation things were going on, so I kind of wanted to pull a few cards. I was drawn to pull some oracle cards, so I think I'll start there and we'll see kind of what happens with that. Don't mind my reading abilities. But I did pull from the, oh, this is backwards, the Rose Oracle deck by Rebecca Campbell. It's really great. If you want the link to this, I definitely have that. So, Rapture is the first one. Sensuality, love, and devotion, romance, ecstasy, and pleasure. This card comes with a message about receiving and giving love and pleasure. Flora wants you to know that your sensuality, your passion, and your sexuality, no matter how you identify, are sacred and holy. She wants you to connect with your true sensual nature and celebrate this in all people. The transmission with this one is my sensuality is sacred and holy. Other people's sensuality is sacred and holy. I open myself up to express and receive love in a way that feels safe and good to me. I release painful programming and experiences and return to love. That's a really, really big one right now, especially as we're like leaving the snake year and moving into the horse year. Leaving behind like old thought patterns, old belief patterns that like limit you in those facets, you know what I mean? Maybe not, I don't know. Okay, come to me. That's the next one. Attracting like a rose, receive abundance and desires. This card is about receiving abundance, rose style. It's an invitation to receive the sweetness of your life, to embrace the magnificence of who you are, and also to open yourself up to the possibility of receiving what you yearn for deeply. To be clear on what you desire, to trust that all that's meant for you wants to come to you. To state your desires out loud and let your yearnings be known. Ask for what you desire. Don't reach or grasp. Don't strive, control, or manipulate. This will leave you exhausted, parched, and brittle. This card delivers the message that true sustainable abundance is coming. Connect with your sensual true nature. Be unashamed of what you desire, and when it comes, relish each minute. What are you ready to open yourself up to receive, and what do you desire? How can you attract like a flower? So now we can go over to tarot here. What else do we need to know about love right now? Those are just a really good message for a lot of people in general. What do we need to know about love right now? I'm going to use a different deck. Somebody here is in a little bit of a lack mindset. So maybe you don't believe that those kind of things can come in for you. Maybe you don't believe that like the energy you put out comes back to you. Maybe like in the past you have evidence that it doesn't. This is kind of coming from a lack mindset though. So lack mindset, once you're in that, that's kind of all you're going to keep manifesting. So try to get yourself out of that. What's the advice on that? Drop your burdens. Interesting. Okay, so it's saying that the burdens that you're experiencing have to do with past trauma coming through and not serving you anymore. So these things that are standing in the way are coming from like a previous state of being, a previous state of mind, a previous perspective. Relationships maybe have left a little bit of a bad taste in your mouth. So you had to put up some walls to really protect your heart space. And you've done a good job of doing that, but Spirit is asking you to like work on opening back up again. It's time for you to like be able to receive those things. So coming out of that lack mindset, I think you're going to see a lot of abundance. Just because things were one way at one point doesn't mean that they're destined to continue that way either. You know, like maybe you've only met avoidant attachment style partners, and maybe you're just like, I can't meet another person who can't hold themselves accountable or can't say how they're feeling. I can't do that anymore. This is changing for you with the Wheel of Fortune there. Inevitable change. Yeah, you're due to receive here with the Six of Pentacles, like a gift. Whether this is like a physical gift, maybe this is like somebody just speaking your love language to you. you need to be open to this to be able to receive it, because if we're closed off to all those things, we're never going to see that abundance come through, you know. And I get it. The fear of like things going wrong again that's a real fear. Those are things that like we go through and then we're like, oh my God, I never ever ever want to go through that again. And I don't think you're going to have to, so long as you're making sure that you get rid of the things that don't serve you anymore. So all of those mindsets and beliefs that maybe like held you in a certain state of being. So like with that rapture card, it kind of talks about like your sensuality and all of those things, and like truly being yourself and stepping into that power is what is going to bring that in for you. With the star here, I think we've got some wish fulfillment. So maybe you just kind of went through a major tower moment. Maybe you went through a breakup. Maybe you were going through a breakup and now you're kind of finally like coming out of that funk of like, how many times can I say like in a video, by the way? We should have a like counter somewhere. The tower moment maybe is happening right now, or maybe just happened, where like everything kind of felt like it was falling apart. But I do see like a positive outcome on the end of this. The real test here is to be able to like let go of those things that hurt you in the past and be open to receiving what's coming in next. Whether that's more pain or like more happiness, that part isn't up to you. Trusting that like there's a reason for it, you know, there's a lesson behind it, there's something that we're supposed to be taking from this. That's the mindset that Spirit wants you to take into this next chapter here. You're due for this abundance with the Nine of Pentacles there, enjoying the fruit of your labor. This might seem like you've just been doing this uphill battle with relationships or with love in general. That is coming to a close. You are due for this abundance. You have done the work. It's really that last little bit here, closing out 2025 and moving into 2026. I do say that now, we're already in 2026. It's what, the first full week of January, I'm pretty sure. I have no idea. I believe it is the first week of January. It's like the 5th or 6th. A lot of these energies are going to start balancing out towards the end of this month and going into February. We're going to see a huge energetic shift in February. This is going to be like astrologically, this is going to be just kind of like on a collective basis, we're going to see some shifting happen, and in a positive way. You know, everything that we've decided we're leaving in the past is going to be gone, and then the things that are coming in the future are going to start coming in. Some of us might feel a little bit overwhelmed. If you are looking to book a personal reading so that we can look into your specific situation, I would love to help you with that. I have reading availability over on my page. My website has all of the booking options there. I have calls and I have like pre-recorded versions. So let me know if you have any questions on that. I also go live every day of the week. So if you catch me live, you're welcome to get a reading during one of those as well. Yeah, I hope you guys have a good rest of your week.